Forrest. I'm sick.
That silence after hearing the news transforms the character.
And the doctors they don't know what it is, and there isn't anything they can do about it.
It is a turning point for Forrest, especially if we focus on what the character had been.
Slow, yes, retarded, maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and he won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero.
Just like the black actor said, he was a war hero, but even that was not enough to get the girl.
Forrest, you don't know what love is.
Is Jenny really the villain in this story? Stay tuned to find out, along with other curiosities from the greatest movie of all time.
I like that guitar. It sounded good. I started moving around to the music, swinging my hips.
Before Tom Hanks accepted the role, it is believed that he set a condition that all historical events in the film had to be accurate.
They as federal soldiers are Alabamians, and they live within our borders. They are our brothers.
In the land of China, people hardly got nothing at all.
No possessions?
And in China, they never go to church.
No religion, too?
Only this time, they didn't get us rooms in a real fancy hotel.
So are you enjoying yourself in our nation's capital, young man?
Yes, sir.
Well, where are you staying?
It's called the Hotel Erbot.
Oh, no. I know of a much nicer hotel. It's brand new, very modern. I'll have my people take care of it for you.
I understand you were wounded. Where were you hit?
In the buttocks, sir.
Oh, that must be a sight. I'd kind of like to see that.
You might think this is easy to achieve today with any AI, but in 1993 it was a real challenge. So how did they pull off these fun scenes?
We decided to use a recreation where almost all of the set is actually a stage set that we shot. And then we're dropping in Johnson's head on top of a stand-in body look-alike. And what we did is we would start with the Johnson footage, look at the lighting, and everything that we needed to match to it.
Throughout the film, we see several historic moments.
Yourself in our nation's capital, young man?
Yes, sir.
Well, where are you staying?
It's called the Hotel Erbot.
Sir. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pee.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
But there was one deleted scene with a historical figure, and you will not believe who it was.
Sorry they interrupted your parade. They're just dogs. They don't know any better.
Another spectacular sequence among the thousands of great scenes in the film is when the character...
And so, you just ran.
Yeah.
Tom actually ran a lot for these scenes, and that is why his brother Jim stepped in as a body double for some shots filmed across various states.
Why are you running? Are you doing this for world peace?
I just felt like running. I just felt like running.
The amazing part is that for this cross-country journey, the studio could not cover the expenses.
Well, the studio just said, we can't afford it.
So director Robert Zemeckis proposed to Tom that they would take care of the problem themselves.
This run is going to cost X amount of dollars, and it wasn't cheap. And I said, okay. He said, you and I are going to split that amount, and we're going to give it back. Okay, we'll give you the money back, but you guys are going to have to share the profits a little bit more.
Tom had a very southern accent for this movie.
Bet you could walk all day in shoes like that and not feel a thing. Mom always said there's an awful lot you could tell about a person by their shoes. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running.
To understand this, we must first focus on young Forrest, played by Michael Connor.
Did have a lot of logic because it was clear that here we plucked this young boy out of Mississippi and we weren't going to drum in any you should do it like this kind of skills into this young boy. I mean, he wasn't an actor, he was just an original kid.
This was key to the film because the voice of the character was born from this child.
Nothing at all, thank you. I look fine and dandy. Mama says stupid is as stupid does.
The first time, and I was talking to him. I said, "So, what does your dad do, Michael?" He said, "Well, my daddy makes grease." I said, "What do you mean he makes grease?" "Well, he works in a factory and makes grease."
They said it was $1 million wound, but the Army must keep that money because I still ain't seen a nickel of that. Now, it used to be I ran to get where I was going. I never thought it would take me anywhere.
Tom and young Michael spent a lot of time together.
Me and Tom Hanks spent a lot of time together. I guess he was trying to feed off of me and, get an idea for the Forrest Gump character.
Stupid is as stupid does.
Tell me your favorite movie. Most favorite of all time.
It's not one with you in it.
I know, that's okay.
Jurassic Park.
See?
Fun fact, adult Michael left acting and you will not believe what he does now.
We ended up casting Michael Humphreys, who, by the way, is now serving in Iraq.
Young Forrest's life actually became canon.
Iraq devolved into a civil war and was tearing itself apart at the seams.
Anyway, the one who now has to go to war is Forrest. Where he went down in history.
If it wouldn't be a waste of such a damn fine enlisted man, I'd recommend you for OCS, Private Gump.
While in service, he met...
My given name is Benjamin Buford Blue. People call me Bubba.
But sadly, Bubba would not survive.
Forrest, why'd this happen?
Got shot.
Though before he died, he sure talked a lot about shrimp.
Bubba's family knew everything there was to know about the shrimping business.
Shrimp is the fruit of the sea. Shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich, that's about it.
And while they were having a rainy night in Vietnam, an idea was born.
How would you like to go into the shrimping business with me?
Okay.
For the first time in history, Paramount brought fiction to life by turning it into a business.
Paramount Pictures approached us with the idea of doing a restaurant based around the movie Forrest Gump.
Basically, the idea was to create a themed restaurant using the film's story and the name Bubba Gump Shrimp. And the idea was a huge success.
So we ended up at the peak before we sold the company with revenue of around $260 million.
Everything around Forrest turns out well.
Now, because I'd been a football star and a war hero and national celebrity and a shrimping boat captain.
And you will agree, one more thing that turned out well was not making a second story for a perfect film.
That was the only meeting we ever had about it, because when it was done, we just said, this remains unnecessary. Why would we try to continue a story that came to its own complete and proper conclusion?
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius!
Now let us talk about the sweetest character in the movie.
I do remember the first time I heard the sweetest voice in the wide world.
You can sit here if you want.
But no one let you sit in the seat.
Because he had braces on, and everybody thought it was weird. He was really weird.
In the movie, Forrest narrates that little Jenny never wanted to go home.
Stay a little longer. Okay, Jenny, I'll stay.
Though we all know why. Jenny's father's character got the ending he deserved, but in the end, that scene was removed.
Why did they cut out the scene where she kills her father?
I think they felt it was too harsh, and it might have been, for someone that age. And I think they felt that it was understood anyway, without feeding, fast food to the audience.
Though it is the same character, adult Jenny is, let us say, the least loved for always rejecting Forrest.
Who is that? Forrest, you don't know what love is.
Why don't you love me, Jenny?
Even though he always protected her.
We are against all these racist and imperial dog acts.
The character insisted on choosing men who even hurt her.
Forrest,
We have very different lives, you know.
What does Robin Wright think about her character being seen as the villain of the greatest story ever told?
How she treated Forrest.
Not great.
Not great.
No.
You know, it's like he was always in love with her. It's like, I can be a man, and I'm your man.
Right.
And I went, okay, that's great, but you're just my pal, but I'll take my bra off and kiss you and then run away from you. And then...
More than kiss.
I believe that whether or not she is the villain, Forrest did not deserve that kind of rejection.
Hi, Forrest. I know you just got back from Vietnam and you love me, but I'm gonna go run a train with this group of Black Panthers I just met.
Okay, Jenny.
This incredible story is a roller coaster of emotions that makes us feel joy. Euphoria. Shame.
It's okay.
Heroism.
I gotta find Bubba!
And even sadness.
Every night we read a book. You're so smart, Jenny.
No wonder it is considered one of the greatest films of all time.
Oh, yes, sir. Let me direct.
Thank you for watching. That is all for now. Let me know in the comments if you believe Forrest Gump is the best movie, or if you think Jenny is the villain or not. Subscribe so you do not miss any videos about your favorite movies. See you in the next one.